What's up, Internet? Corey Zamir here. Back with a weekend adventure in video game hunting. Tonight, we're going to Congo, Connecticut Gamers Organization trade event. I thought I was going to be setting up a table. I considered it, but got my trusty bag once again. Some very nice titles in there. I think it might be a little bit better for me to be, as Bane would say, mobile.
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 I don't know. I can't do a Bane voice, but I think it's a funny voice. Yeah, but first, let's travel back to earlier today.
That does this awesome touch-down on you.
How much you asking for the N64?
And he's always asking a question. Oh, Mr. Trump, you're back in again today. How you doing? So what do you think about the blacks trying to build this over here?
They're all losers.
How do you think this kid who just won a science fair? He's a loser.
How much you
Oh, hey,
asking for
how
this?
you doing today? Oh, that's my buddy who's asking 60 for the setup of the game, and it's got some kind of.
I heard him tell somebody 30 without the games or something. I think he said, right? 'Cause it's our
Yeah,
friend.
I think he wanted 30 without the games. Yeah.
How much you want per game?
I'm not sure. Honestly,
Well, how many
because,
are there? Because he wanted
Well,
4 games.
they're all different prices
Oh.
because they're all different. Because like this one, I know is almost nothing. Turok is like $3 or $4, I think. But I think that one's worth something. I'm not sure. I don't know. He knows this stuff a lot better.
The guy went walking around.
Well,
and
yeah, the golden eye, the golden guy is always worth $20 every day. You know?
the guy went walking around to look at stuff. That was it.
I don't know, $60 with the games. Not a horrible price, but I'm not really collecting N64 at all anymore. And the main game there, GoldenEye, it's probably in the worst condition I've seen a game be for N64. Had like a hole, like looked like someone was burrowing a hole right through the center of the game. So I could have, but I don't see much reason to waste my energy haggling on something I don't give a shit about, you know? Like, I didn't care if I got it or not, so I'm not gonna waste mine and their time haggling for it. Because it's one of those situations I could see it be like I haggle them to 40 or something, and then I'm just like, do I even want this at 40? And then I walk away like, what the fuck is that, you know? Like, I've seen people do that before, where they'll haggle someone down, and then they end up not taking it anyway. So I don't want to be that person. About to go get some breakfast, and tonight is the Congo trade event at Retro Games Plus in Newington. So see some friends there, hopefully get some games. Actually probably have a clip of what I'm bringing, so we'll see you there. Just hitting up one of my favorite pawn shops. Some casually decent pickups.
1,000 miles on it.
You got the,
These are all sports games.
okay, what about the Nintendo one, the older ones next to it on the right? This particular pawn shop rarely has retro games, and we rarely stop in here, but we decided to give it a chance. And they had some random NES titles, and I decided to pick up Mag Max because the copy I have of Mag Max does not work. And now it's finally time to head into Congo at Retro Games Plus in Newington. Let's see what we can find.
I'll tell you that.
Is that the only way you can get her to play?
Pretty much. She fucks me up when we play Smash, so can't play that. Oh, babe, you're cheating, so we gotta play something else. What's up? R-Type Final, what about it?
I don't know. I already looked at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Would you be willing to switch the case out for Afro Samurai?
You mean like put a different face on it?
Yeah. Just take out the box out. Yes, sir. One of your other, whatever. Yeah, Rob, where's Tom? He's not far, bro. Okay. Tom. Mr. Mosquito.
Tom. What are you getting? Tom. 20? Yeah. Absolutely. So you just want me to swap the case?
All you gotta do is, I'll do it if you want. Just give me your practice game with the piece of case art and all. I'll do it for you.
My issue is I don't really have
Yeah, I was looking for everything else. About in second.
How much are you asking for Lufia 2?
155.
Are you interested in trades at all?
No. Not unless you have PC Engine and TurboGrafx stuff.
Okay. $150 for Lufia 2. Moving on.
Yeah, same. This is like the dream. SNK, I think, is actually in it. Yeah. So, yeah, you're right. So far.
Okay, so I just made a deal that emptied out my trade bag, but it's gonna allow me to get one of my collecting holy grails. Just want to put the bag in the car so I'm not just lugging this empty thing around. It's really tight in there, so having both hands free would make it a lot easier to film. So let's get back in there and get my holy grail.
Of course, that's when you need it.
Yeah.
Finally have something you want.
Been waiting to find that. It's like online. They're like, 35 loose.
90?
Yeah, 90's cool.
Change for that.
I believe I do. Thank you, man.
Oh yeah. It's a rental only for me. I have to give it back.
When's your next one, dude? Thank God.
Fuck.
Huh?
You had this before.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah, I did.
How much?
15 for you.
Alright.
Hey, what's up, Jordan? How you doing? Good, yeah.
I'm pretty sure I looked at
I really wanted to sell that one too much, but yeah. Man, he's getting Metal Warriors over there.
I was looking at his hand. I'm about
Well, someone posted something like
I can't be allowed to go to these trade events myself. Spend too much. Then again, I also made quite a bit. It evens out. Alright guys, let's take a look at what I was able to find this weekend. We went to Congo, that's Connecticut Gamers Organization trade event, and a pawn shop that really paid off. Let's take a look at the pawn shop first, Actually, two different pawn shops now that I think about it. The first one that I went to, I paid $20. 20 or $25. It's been a while since I actually made this pickup. But I got 5 games, so about $5 each. We got Wii Sports Resort. Complete. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Holy shit. The light is ridiculous. It is Snowden, Connecticut. It is impossible to get rid of the glare. But SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, randomly like a $15 title, I believe, maybe a little bit more. One that I had back in the day, probably got rid of it for nothing, because I was getting rid of like all my sports games and old wrestling games. Next up I have 3 DS titles that I got. Got Scourge, Hive. Alright, I think I found the sweet spot. Mario Kart DS. And one game that I've been looking for to have in my collection for quite some time. I remember getting it as a GameFly rental once randomly. And that is Mario vs. Donkey Kong Mini Land Mayhem. Very cool little puzzle game. And at a random pawn shop we stopped at in Bristol, I ended up picking up a $5 NES game that I used to have. Apparently got rid of at some point. I don't think my cartridge worked, so I got rid of it. But now I finally have a working copy of Magmax. And no. I don't know what this game is about. I haven't played it yet. Now on to the Congo trade event. Honestly guys, the best trade event I've gone to. Probably my favorite pickups of all time. Of all time. Pretty sure. This is up there with like getting all those NES games from Sam back in the day. First up, a trade I did with Rob Frederick. Got 2 games. Got Where's Waldo for the NES. And Street Fighter, the movie, the game for the Sega Saturn. Made some purchases from Ronnie. Really great deals. Surprisingly great deals, as always. For $5, I got Complete in the Box Caveman games. Believe I got this one for $8. That's Popeye for the NES. And I believe this was 10 or 15. It's been a while since this trade event, so I'm not exactly solid on the prices. Maybe I mentioned it earlier in the video. Balloon Fight for either $10 or $15. And a very solid deal, Pokemon Heart Gold, Complete in the Box minus the Pokewalker, but who gives a shit about that, for $35. And at the time I thought I had this already without the big box, so I thought it was going to be like, oh, this is great. And a recouper. Nope, just added a game to my collection. That's fine. Next game I got is definitely a recouper, because as we know I don't collect for the N64 anymore. And that is Super Smash Bros. I was absolutely addicted to this game back in the day. I got this in a trade with Michael Antonio. Very great deal. Next up, I did a trade with a little bit of money to get a PlayStation 1 RPG that I've been wanting for a very long time. Lunar 2 Eternal Blue complete. And everything is in there. The only thing is the box is a little beat up on the bottom here. But other than that, really nice shape. Very happy with this. And this isn't even the best thing I got this week. This last game I have to show you, absolutely one of my most wanted games of all time. Super Nintendo game that I used to rent from Blockbuster multiple times back in the day. I remember reading the manual on the way home from Blockbuster, getting hyped up, reading the storylines behind the characters. Absolutely loved this game. Never owned it. And now I have it complete. Finally. Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. Fucking beautiful. Probably the most money I've ever spent on an individual game, but I hope you'll agree, absolutely wonderful deal at $90. Complete. This usually goes anywhere from, I've been looking at it on eBay for a very long time. It's going anywhere from like 110, 175, like absolutely all over the place. So well under eBay. Absolutely a great deal from someone that I don't know the name of. Best deal I've received at Congo. I don't even know the guy's name. So thanks to whoever that was. You really made my day. As I tried to do in a few weekend adventures ago, going to be trying to do some like goals for some challenges that I have to do. At the time of filming, I don't know if we actually hit the last like goal, so I may or may not have had to eat a jalapeno by now. But for this video, if we can get this video up to 75 likes, I know, higher amount of likes than almost any of my videos I've ever gotten. Might actually be the highest amount of likes I've ever asked for or received, if I do get it. But, and Alicia's gonna love this, we will play the, as I mentioned before, What's in My Mouth challenge. That's where I'm blindfolded and Alicia gets the, well, hopefully not blindfolded the entire time, but Alicia gets items from the store, the kitchen, anything that's okay to actually go in a person's mouth and isn't poison and isn't a penis, hopefully. No, not hopefully. Not a penis. And she gets to put it into my mouth, and I have to guess what it is, and she gets to keep doing this until I get 3 right guesses. So, if you'd like to see me suffer for your enjoyment, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.